Good morning, and welcome to Good Morning Success with Dawn Nicole and
Demario.
And today is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. We are so excited that you are joining us this morning because you are in for one heck of a subject today. Today we're going to talk about money magnet messaging. How can you say it to make them pay it? So we're going to give you guys time to come on in, grab your coffee, grab your tea, right? It is still early. Hey, Tanya, good morning. Welcome, not welcome, but congratulations on your recent success. Tanya was just recognized, and I want to say you were recognized either on TV or in the paper for everything that you're doing. So major shaker for Tanya. But anyway, we're giving you guys a chance to come on in. We have a great topic today, don't we, babe?
Yes, we do.
Oh, where's your coffee, babe? I'm gonna need y'all. Do y'all need Demario to get a little bit more crunk? Come here, coffee. Right? It's still early, but it's gonna be all right. Listen, a lot of you are joining this morning, and you guys are experts, right, babe? They're experts in their field. You know what you do. You love what you do. You're passionate, but do you know how to say it to make them pay it when it's time to go to the next level? And that's what we're gonna talk about today. Babe, can you give our viewers a little bit of background around Good Morning Success? What are we? Where can they find the episodes? Who the heck are we? Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, Good Morning Success is a daily inspiration show for the driven, which we provide you a lot of business tips, common conversation, and debatable topics.
Yes.
It is your wake up to a fresh start of a new day.
Good morning, Mary Ellen. Thank you so much for joining us. Mary Ellen, you've got to go take your secret sauce. Right now, it's free. It's very, very insightful. It's going to help you to kind of explain the magic that you know that you have. Tanya took her secret sauce that she is in unagi sauce, a creative sauce, which is not surprising. She was just recognized in local papers for some of her things. So yes, Demario is right. It is daily inspiration for the driven. And honey, what's our hours? What time do we come on? And all that information. Well,
if you're actually watching this, we come on right now.
But where can they catch the reruns?
They can catch the reruns on GoodMorningSuccessTV.com.
Right, and I don't even know how many episodes we have now. Are we at we're probably close to 50?
I don't know. I think we're about 43, 44.
Okay.
We're up there now.
Okay, yes. So, again, make sure you guys catch a lot of our latest and greatest episodes at, like Demario said, GoodMorningSuccessTV.com. A lot of good stuff. So, what's on your agenda today? We like to start this show. It's very much a loosely based show. Even though we do have a theme, we like to kind of go where you want to go, you guys. This is a show where we give real-time strategy to real-life business owners to achieve real-life results. So today's question, right, is what do you have on your agenda? Because we can't give real-time results and strategies if we don't know what's going on. So what compelling phone call are you making today? Do you have a decision-making meeting? Are you sending out a proposal asking for the money? If you are in luck because we're going to talk about money magnet messaging. How do you say it so that they pay it? So what do you have on your agenda today? And then what do we have on our agenda today?
I don't know. We got a couple of meetings.
Mm-hmm.
Then a couple of setups.
Setups?
Yes. You know, every time I say setup, always know that it means that we're behind the scenes on some client's platform.
Okay. Because I'm thinking, were y'all thinking what I was thinking? I'm thinking setup. And I'm like, I don't know. So, set up. I got you. We're setting up somebody.
That's because you don't have a clearance.
Oh.
I understand that some language probably go past your ears because you got to have a special clearance to understand what the digital technology world is talking about.
And that's the DI clearance,
that's
the digital investigator
clearance. Yes.
All right.
We might let you back in.
I hope to be let back in. So you guys, right now, we really want to know what is the nature of your business. And the reason why is because to us, this is bigger than just being a show. We like to connect people. We like to help network your business. Make sure that if you do something and somebody else that we know needs it, we just like to make sure that we put good people in touch with great businesses. So Peter, good morning. Peter says, hi, good morning, Success TV show. It's good to be here. Peter.
Yeah.
Welcome, Peter. Peter, what's on your agenda today? Demario and I actually, while you're telling us what's on your agenda, I'm actually excited that you and I just kicked off our tour. So, woo! We kicked off our tour last night, you guys, and we kicked it off in Charlotte. If you weren't paying attention or weren't watching our page, which is very possible because like nobody actually goes to anyone's page, you see things in a timeline, right? So what I'm saying is we kicked off our tour last night. We had a very nice turnout. It was our couplepreneurs. We called it date night, but it was really about working with couples in business, right?
Yes,
what was one of your favorite parts of last night? And then, by the way, we're going to Virginia and all that. But what was one of your favorite parts of last night?
Oh, well, one of my favorite parts from last night was when, I won't say the guy's name, but you know, he had just, I don't know, lost his job, left his job, whatever, you know. And he was really struggling with the idea of becoming an entrepreneur. And his wife was like egging him on, like, you can do it. And he was sitting there. And, you know, I could just tell, he was just sitting there going, wow.
Yeah.
The whole night. Like, it was helping him. And all the men that was in the room, shout out to y'all. Because we all went to that brother and actually, you know, gave him some words of encouragement as well. That was pretty cool.
You know, what I love about it, you're absolutely right. What I love about it is these workshops get very personal because you never know where somebody is in their life. You never know where somebody is in their decision-making process. And it was interesting. I don't think that he planned to go to a workshop and open up like that. I think that they didn't know what to expect. It was one of those things where, okay, my wife is making me go. It's going to be about couples and bubbly and love. But once we got there, it was very clear that it was about entrepreneurship. It was about really honing in on your gift. And his gift, like you said, his gift has always been in culinary arts to open up a food truck. And everybody was saying, yeah, you can do it, you can do it. But he felt every time he got close to wanting to pursue his dream, he talked himself out of it. He kind of found a reason why he's not ready yet, and you gave him some great advice. And one of the things we said, good morning, Jerry, good morning, William Lee. But one of the things that we shared with him is that if you're waiting for a good time to jump out there in your business and start something new, there's never a good time. That's the trick. Like, the stars never align up. You know what I mean? Nothing is ever perfect where the day hits you and you're like, today's the day. Today I shall step out and be an entrepreneur. I wish it were that easy. It doesn't. You just have to jump and do it. And that's why they call it faith, because you can't see the ending. You just have to believe. And it was really powerful.
But I gave him one line though. I think
what'd you say,
it was my signature line.
Ooh, I want to hear this. What's the signature line?
I told him, and I looked him dead in his face, and I say,
dead in the face.
You're not working today, whether you lost your job or you left your job.
You told him that?
Yes.
Oh my God.
And then I say, so entrepreneurship is no different. You're not working today, whether you lost your job or left your job. Entrepreneurship is the same scenario. I say the only difference of it is when you wake up in the morning and you don't feel like it being an entrepreneur, it reflects on your paycheck. That's the only difference.
You know
so
what?
Don't be scared to fail, because if you lost your job or your business failed as an entrepreneur, it's the same thing.
But you know, you're so right. You're so right. Because if you remember, I put that in my book. Remember, I said that I talked about how being self-employed felt unemployed for a minute, and I got really afraid. And that's and can I just say something about that real quick? The thing with being accustomed to a W-2 mentality, I have to disclaimer, no one is knocking it, right? Because if you are good in that lane, you're good being a W-2 employee, then by all means keep on. But if you want to jump out, if you want to do something different, then we're going to show you what's possible and talk about it. And with me, when I left corporate and I came on this side, the first 2 weeks that I was self-employed, I was really, really unnerved, because I remember sitting there saying, oh my God, this feels like unemployed. Like, I had this anxiety, this fear, because I was like, oh my God, I'm unemployed. And people were like, no, you're self-employed. And I was like, I'm unemployed, I don't have a job. And I literally had a little bit of a meltdown for a second, because I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have a job. And it's really mental. You have to tell yourself, yes, but it's by choice. You're getting ready to create your own future, create your own money, create your own opportunities. And so really it's the mindset. You're empowered to do something about it. You are agreeing to not wait on someone else to provide a check. So,
Ooh.
yeah.
But you know, you said something because you was right. You were just on point. You said you are unemployed.
Right, that's how I felt. I was
that ain't how you felt. That's what it was. Because you was not employed by somebody else.
I was self-employed, right, and unemployed by someone else at the same time.
Yes.
But that feeling, was a...
But you know what? I'm going to challenge this one right here. And I haven't looked it up because, you know, my brain is going and
I
wanting
see
to look
the
it up.
wheels turning, babe.
Who came up with the term self-employed?
What do you mean?
Think about that.
That means I employ myself.
No, you don't employ yourself. It's impossible to employ yourself.
No, employ means to engage. Yeah, look it up. Employ. You can say like this. That's like an airbag can deploy. It can also be employed. Like employed doesn't just mean like someone giving you a job. It has multiple meanings. So employed is the act of engaged into something. So if I'm self-engaging or I'm self-positioning. Right, self-positioning, but I'm self-positioned to earn income, to earn opportunities. So, here we go. Listen.
Oh,
I swear,
I see that
day.
the definition of employee says to give work to someone and pay them for it. That's what I see the definition says.
But it has multiple. It says make use of also, honey.
Make use of the methods they have employed to. See, you can't put that to a self because the first definition is an impersonal definition. The other one is talking about it too. I'm just saying that self-employed because I never thought about it until we were just talking about it. It's like we call ourselves self-employed, but we might need to look into that. We might need to say we are self-empowered.
Oh, okay. He's all
See,
right.
I'm going somewhere with that. See, some of y'all taking offense and say, "Well, I am self-employed." See, no, that's a term somebody gave you, and maybe if you look at yourself like you're self-empowered, you'll do a little bit better in your business.
Wow.
Did I say that?
Okay, that is.
Did I say that? Stop calling yourself self-employed. You call yourself employed when you work a job. Now say I'm self-empowered because I'm out there doing my own thing, my gift, my passion, my secret sauce. Okay, I'm awake now. Thank you.
I think the point of it all was to have a conversation in society where they recognize that as a term. But at any rate, we were able to help this guy. So that was one of your favorite parts of last night, right?
Yes, what was your
Okay. One of my favorite parts of last night is that even though we had a young lady who came relatively later in the program, she was still able to get something. Hey, Paro, good morning. She was still able to get something fruitful out of it when we got to the 7 ways to get paid. And that meant something to me because I was like, wait a minute, you came later and you still found empowerment in the material. And you had missed probably 75% of the material. So the fact that 25% nugget was still good and impactful. And actually, no, my favorite part was when I had a guy volunteer to come up to the front and he was in credit repair, right? He was in credit repair. And I asked the group, I said, I'm going to run his business through the 7 ways to get paid blueprint. Who doesn't think that I can do it? And we had some people, and for fun, we had somebody challenge me and say, I don't think you can do it. And you know me, I'm a Taurus, I love a challenge. And so we took his business through the 7 ways to get paid blueprint, and we found out that he wasn't using all 7 ways today. And anyway, it was really, it was good. You know, I like a challenge. So I love that part. So we had fun last night. So listen, what is on your agenda today? Because Good Morning Success is about providing real-time strategies to real-life business owners to get real-life results. And real quick, babe, Tanya shared what was on her agenda today, and you know I'm gonna mess it up with my nails if I try to. Tanya, you are way up there now, so we have to scroll down a little bit to discuss what's on your agenda. Jerry, what's on your agenda? William Lee, what's on your agenda? Peter Proctor, Paro, come on guys, talk back to us. What's on your agenda? Tanya says, sending scripts to cast with a few rewrites and locking in final locations, casting actors. Okay, so Tanya, I have a connection for you. Tanya, you have to write this name down. Her name is Renee Nicole. You can look her up on Facebook as Alani Renee. She's in the network. You know what I mean by network. She's in the Secret Sauce family. So you're also in the Secret Sauce family, so you guys will take kindly to each other. But Renee is somebody I really want you to connect with. She just sold out of her show, Bad Manners, a whole month before the show. She's a traveling playwright, and she has a company where she teaches acting and this and that. And I think with your talent that there's some kind of masterful collaboration. And we're in Charlotte? I think you're in Charlotte, right, Tanya? At any rate, go ahead and connect with Renee. I'll talk to you guys offline about where I see there being some synergy points. But I think it's a good connection. So that's all I'll say. All right, does anybody else, what's on your agenda while you do that? The DI clearance man is going to talk about what's in news headlines.
Well, I don't know if it's in headlines, but one major thing is in headlines, something that you even talked about earlier.
Yeah.
It's the crash.
Oh, uh-oh.
See?
No, I was trying to. Dude, can you fix it? I was trying to be proactive and okay. Oh, that's not bad. Wilmington. Okay. Good morning, Dadrick.
I got a cousin in Wilmington. She actually does the filming on that TV show, one of them sitcoms.
The Walking Dead?
No, it ain't The Walking Dead. It's one of them ones I don't watch. I think.
Honey.
No, I'm just saying it's like a Grey's Anatomy type of show, but it's current daytime.
Yeah.
And got a glare there.
Okay.
But anyway, the other thing that I found was interesting, because I'm always going to bring you something that's exciting, odd, or just entertaining, even if it's entertaining to myself. So therefore, I noticed that the Bloomberg this morning was talking about the rise and fall from working from home.
Ooh, what? Are y'all gotta come in for this. The Bloomberg was talking about the rise and fall of working from home.
Coming from a CEO of a telemarketing company, and y'all may know that a lot of telemarketing companies actually have their employees at home. You answer the phone, all this kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. They come to find out that during their studies, they feel that people that work from home basically are lazy. You're unavailable. We can't get a hold of you. You're not interacting with your teammates and things of that nature. Basically, we can't trust you when you work from home. It says now with their model moving forward that they think, you see it right there, I think people have to be trusted. This is the CEO. But working from home thing has to become on a per person basis, and it can't be very often. It just doesn't work. In other words, some people that's starting to take advantage of these work from home situations are really taking advantage of these work from home situations.
Yeah, but I think the difference, and you guys, you chime in. Good morning, Kat. I think that's for employees, right? Like W-2 employees who work from home and not necessarily.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. When I worked, I used to want to work from home, and they were right. I was probably working on my own vision in my home.
You want to say the opposite.
What?
Act like you was doing something.
No,
she was very motivated.
This is the W-2 world. I wasn't, to be honest, I go on record in saying that the whole time I was working for someone else, when I was employed, I was always working on my own business. Like I was always drafting my vision statement, my mission statement, my goals, and I wrote a whole stage play while on the job. That's why I'm not there anymore. I'm not a good employee because I'm designed to be a leader. Sorry. I'm just saying that's why I'm on this side of the world now. I know my strengths. I'm not a good employee because I want to be a leader. Good morning, Andra.
Well, another thing I would say that...
Andra's the travel queen. I'm sorry.
From the entrepreneur side, working from home for some people is actually a bad thing too. You need to say that again. Because some of you got too many distractions at home.
The D's.
And one of your distractions is yourself. Some people working from home is actually a bad thing because you don't know how to control that shutoff button.
The shutoff button. Talk about it.
Yeah, the cutoff button. Working from home doesn't mean that you move your work from your office space to your living room couch and to your bedroom to continue working because you work from home. Working from home doesn't mean you work from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed because you're at home.
But
See,
but studies do show that people who work, well, first of all, whether you're an entrepreneur or not, when you work in your own home, especially entrepreneurs, we give X amount of hours. We give so many hours, like we have no cutoff. And it's really, that's why I told you I wanted an office outside of the house, because it's natural to just go to your laptop or to the whiteboard and just work.
It just takes discipline.
Yeah,
I suppose. You know, one of the ladies last night, it was a trip that, you know, was talking about what's that passion, that thing you love to do. And she said, work.
Oh, yes.
And she was like, work. Oh, I can't help it. My family gets on me. Okay.
Honey, she's probably watching the
That's a great thing.
Okay.
It's a great thing. Case in point, if your family gets on you because you're working too much, guess what the answer to that question is? You're working too much.
Okay.
When you say, what's the so what? What's the so what of it is that, you know, learning how to structure out your day to where you actually get your work done and actually take that cutoff, even for yourself. I'm not saying that it's got to be husband, wife, kids, whatever the case may be. You know, cut it off, because sometimes we go in so much. And what that actually does, and I'm going to tell you what it does, and I'm going to tell you how it relates. Okay. We end up giving a whole lot more to the client.
Well, we talked about this last night, though.
Yeah.
Okay, you see, now you got my wheels turning. So I'll say this little piece, and then I will come back to the topic. We talked about giving too much to the client. A lot of people are not making the money that they're supposed to make right now in their business because they're giving too much, they're charging too little, and do you know you will actually make more money if you give less? Whoa! What did Dawn Nicole just say? A lot of people are crying and complaining about how much they do and how little they make. And the big problem there is you're giving too much. In your business, it doesn't take a lot. It takes enough of the right thing. The question is, what is enough and what is the right thing? The moment you learn that recipe, what is just the right amount? See, because if you give too heavy, right? If you give heavy proportions the first time out the gate, there's no need to come back, right? There's no need to come back. And if you give people exactly what they need and it's high value and it's potent, right? Then you can charge a specialty or premium price for something that's potent. People expect to pay for something that is a specialized thing. But what happens is when you give a whole lot, there's a perception, right, that is somehow less valuable. I know you're sitting there like, wait a minute. Think about it like this. You go to a fine restaurant and you went to this restaurant because they are the best of, right? And you get something that's proportioned, and you didn't go for their large proportions, right? You went for the taste. You went for the specialty. You can only get it from this restaurant, right? And so you don't even complain because you see the value in the specialty dish. However, how many times have you guys been to a restaurant and they pile on all this food and it's $11.99, right? And it's enough food for 3 weeks, right? In your mind, it is somehow a little bit less valuable because you got a whole lot for a little and you have enough to last you for 3 weeks. So you don't think of that restaurant as a specialty restaurant.
Ooh, can I tag in on that?
Absolutely.
You know, they actually did a study on that. They said that restaurants that's piled on a lot of food that make you feel stuffed, you will not go back there so fast because of the way you feel it. Even though the food was good, the first thing you say, oh, we out running around today. Oh, that's my favorite place. But every time I eat there, I be so full, I can't. So we're not going to go over there today. So they actually lose money by providing you too much food.
Too much. And the same works in business, but a lot of people don't get that. They strive to do a really good job. Here's the goal. Do a really good job with less. I'm going to say it again. Do a really good job with less. Scope means having an understanding of where something starts and stops. Understanding where it starts and stops. Also, about somebody who is constantly working, let me tell you about perception on the other side. If I am the customer and I perceive you as always being available and accessible, and this goes back to, you said the person last night said that all she does is work, okay? To me, that means that you're working, you're servicing clients and customers. If I feel like I can call you at any time of day, that means I might email you on a Sunday. I expect a response. I might email you or text you at 8 or 9 p.m. I expect a response. That's a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a problem, because when you're too accessible, you're less valuable. I'm going to say it again. If I can get you all the time when I want you, I know you're going to answer on my first ring, right? You are somehow less valuable because easy access, right? You don't make me wait. There's nothing to wait for. I don't have to wait for it. There's not a high demand. I can get you, right? What makes anything valuable is the lack of access to it, right? So Cat, honey bun, I know. So what happens, you who are working all the time, who think you are doing yourself and your clients a service, you're not. You're not. Do you know I actually get mad when I get an email or I get a text? And I don't really get mad, but I get mad if you think I'm supposed to answer it on a Sunday. Just because you decided to send me some information on a Sunday doesn't mean that I'm going to read it or do anything with that data. I'm not doing anything, because you're basically telling me, right, if you expect me to do something, that forget about your family and what you have planned. Forget about it. I'm important, because right now I'm available to respond to it. So answer me now. And the answer is not. Right? It's not going to happen that way. You have to set boundaries. So again, with the person who thinks they're doing themselves a service by being available 24/7. Now, Travel Queen, I know what you do. I'm not talking about you, because the whole bulk of your business is opportunity moments. So I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about someone in a traditional business, right? Who doesn't want to be accessible 24/7, and they have to make their product seem valuable, right, and worthy. If you're too accessible, then it's just not deemed as valuable. So, all right, I'll say that, I'll get off. So, but anyway, last night was great. We are headed to Virginia. Oh my gosh, honey, we're going to tear Virginia up. Hampton Roads, Richmond. I think we're doing three shows. I'm saying shows like we're performing. But we're excited. If you know someone in Virginia, please tag that person. We are on our way up there to kick off our summer tour. Very excited. And okay, so today's theme is money magnet messaging. Are we ready for the theme? Because I just jumped right to it. Are we good? We ready?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about, babe, could you please? I don't know why people, I love you. Y'all know I love you. But you know, if you send me a text during the live show, I'm easily thrown off because my mind starts reading it, okay? All right, so check it out. We're going to talk about money magnet messaging. How can I say it so that they pay it? So here's what's happening today. All of you, everybody on this broadcast today, Demario, Dawn Nicole, we all have a magic. We all have a magic that we naturally possess, that we know we're good for, right? We know our stuff, right? If I start asking Kat about Pilates and the veteran stuff, Kat is going to go in and talk my ear off. Kat knows her stuff. If I start asking Andra about traveling around the world, Andra's been to Italy, Greece, she knows her stuff, right? If I start asking Peter about the Professional Arts District in Huntsville, Alabama, he knows his stuff. So here's what I'm saying, you guys. All of us know what we're passionate about. Right? We can speak it in several different languages maybe. However, if we can't sell it, it's another story. I'm going to say it again. You might know that you have a magic. You might know that you're good at something. But did you know, without your ability to effectively communicate it, you will miss the opportunity. So the question becomes, how do I, right? How do I use money magnet messaging? We're going to talk about that. What is effective communication? Effective communication is understanding exactly how to say the right thing to the right person. Not giving too much, not giving too little. The problem today, Demario, is if I ask most people, so tell me what you do in your business. You know, who do you serve? What do you do? Right? Most people will ramble. On and on and on. Why? Because we're excited. We're passionate. We're excited. And in the rambling, right, we will miss the 5 wow factors that are game changers. Yep. 5 wow factors. I'm telling everybody right now who's tuning in, there are 5 things that you need to say to be shown the money. I don't care if you're a working professional and you are getting ready to go on an interview and you need to ask for a pay raise. I don't care if you are a self-employed I'm sorry, we can't say self-employed anymore, right? What did you, if you are a self-empowered professional and you are negotiating a $50,000 deal, I'm getting ready to give you 5 wow factors that you absolutely need to say in this order to get paid, okay? Now, here's the deal. You may want to get pen and paper, and this is a good time to share it. So these 5 wow factors, here we go, in order. The first thing that the people need to know who's listening to you is they need to see you as the expert in something. Some of us continue to sell our services when we should be selling our expertise. I'm gonna let you marinate on that. Society has us all messed up. Society has us selling services when we can really sell our expertise. I assure you, your expertise will outlast your services. I'm gonna say it again. Services means you're tied to something. Expertise is a lifetime. Y'all better hear me. Even when Oprah wasn't doing the O show, Oprah was still paid to come and be an expert. Babe, could you please? I'm sorry, I get text during this. So I'm going to say it again. Stop being married to your services and start being married to your expertise. Let that marinate. Stop being married to your services. Start being married to your expertise. When you show up, the first thing the person wants to hear is, I am an expert in this space. I'm going to give you an example. An expert can be deemed by the problem you solve or the result that you cause, either or. In this case, the first thing that you need to come to the table and say is, I'm an expert problem solver, right? Or solutionist for businesses who have key messages that need to be heard by top people, right? I structure messages so that they become money magnet messages so the right people can find the right opportunity, right? So whatever that is, you need to come out the gate with what your expertism is. Secondly, wow factor number 2. You need to give a recent success story on how you demonstrated that value. Okay, so again, wow factor number 1, I'm an expert in this area for this group, right? Or to these people or to this market, right? So it needs to be very clear. That's wow factor 1. Wow factor 2, recent success story. Recently, I demonstrated my value when, right? So now you have to give a recent success story because for people, you have to paint a picture. People are visual, right? So they want to imagine what you're saying. And what happens is they put themselves in that person's shoes. When you start talking about what you just did for that local church or that construction business or what have you, the listener is immediately putting themselves in those shoes, okay? Thirdly, my competitive advantage is that while my competition does this or that, we do this differently and better. Okay, so I'm going to say it again because you can't even give wow factor number 3 if you don't even know who your competitors are. It's very important that we all know who our competitors are. And somebody is saying right now, I ain't got no competitors. Right? Somebody, you know what happens and it drives me. I love y'all. But if you are in a business where there's no competition, there's no market, that's a problem. You and I both know that everything that we offer, they can get somewhere else. It might not be as good, it might not be as fast or as pretty, but there's nothing new under the sun. So if you are selling something that no one else can get, please let me know. Hey, well, don't you want to know? Because everyone says, oh, we ain't got no competition. Like that's, and I'm like, stop it. Just stop it. Because how are you, if you have no competition, you're selling a market where there's no demand for something? Yes, the reality is that people can compete with what you do, but no one can compete with who you are, okay? So there are some what you do's out there, okay? So anyway, wow factor number 3 is, what is your competitive advantage? What makes you different and better than your competition? Wow factor number 4 is, my secret sauce is my ability to do what? Some of you are like, well, why would I give my secret sauce? You do want to give your secret sauce. You just don't want to give the recipe. Okay, that's how you handle it. Okay, my secret sauce is my ability to do what? Number 5, last but not least, as a result of my secret sauce, my clients benefit in this way. And I want to do the same for you. So again, 5 wow factors. The result that I cause, a recent success story, my competitive advantage, my secret sauce value, and how that value benefits my customers, and I want to do the same for you. As for the business, I'm here to do the same job for you. I'm here to bring you the same results. So those are 5 wow factors. Everything else is fluff. Everything else is too much. They don't care about all these other things, and 10 years ago when you was a leader for Johnson C. Smith, or they don't care about that. They care about right now, what can you do for me? Okay? So 5 money magnet messages. So Demario, if somebody is scratching their head and you're thinking to themselves, well, how do I even get that data for the money magnet messages? What would you recommend them to do first?
Go take What's Your Secret Sauce? Secret Sauce. What's Your Secret Sauce.com. You know what? And you will be able to pull from those answers
to
create this.
The money magnet message.
That is very unique. You know, and you're right though. A lot of people do just start rambling. And I'm sorry, I'm this type of person. Because I don't even have to explain how I am.
Good morning, Terry.
I'm this type of person. I ask you, so what do you do? And you start rambling about 15 seconds after you start talking.
15 seconds?
Yeah, I give you 15 seconds.
Well, this is going to take at least 60 seconds, babe. You got to give them 60
but
seconds.
But that's entertaining. I said rambling.
Dang.
If you start, me and, no. And last year, I'll tell you, about 15 seconds, I'm somewhere else. I'm sitting there smiling at you. But my brain is like, no, it's not me. I'm not doing it on purpose. My brain is like going somewhere else because my brain I'm a soy
sauce.
My brain quickly recognized that this is about to be a long thing. It's almost like passing somebody at a store and saying, hey, good morning. They say, good morning. I say, how you doing today? And then as soon as you say that, they say, well, you know, last week I was in the hospital and my dog died. And
you asked.
No, this is the greeting when we're passing. How you doing? You say, fine. And they ask me how I'm doing. I say, fine. I don't care if I'm in the worst pain of my life. When you ask me how I'm doing and we're passing, I'm going to say, fine. So at the end of the day, some people explain their business as if they have to tell the whole story and connect all the dots for you.
Yeah.
Well, you know, my mama said that I should have went into it, so therefore I started walking into it.
That's
and
too much.
They just go.
Well, you know, I'm gonna say this too. Even though we're being funny here, and good morning, Steve, and good morning, Intaga. Intaga, the reason why I didn't say good morning is because I knew I was gonna totally butcher your name. So I think it's Natanga. Good morning, Natanga. And see, I have to be honest. I saw the name and I was like, I don't want to mess his name up. So I owe you a good morning. So, all right, so back to what I was saying. So even though we're being funny.
You say good morning one more time.
I'm not. I'm done.
I'm taking this coffee.
I'm done.
Boy.
Did I say good morning to Steven?
I don't know.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Good morning. All right. So no, for real, seriously. But this is really important. Can I open up and be very honest with you guys? I want to be honest, right? Because we do this so that we can all win. This show is not about showboating something. This show is designed to be an outlet where we can really, really give guidance and coaching and help people first thing in the morning. And I have to tell you this, that when you are asked a question, you are usually being judged and scrutinized and graded, if you will, on your presentation of how you answer a question, okay? And this could be something that knocks you out of the running. This is very important because a lot of you are like, why do they talk so much about how we present ourselves and how we market ourselves? I'll tell you why. There are certain people who only ask you questions just so they can give you a judgment based on how you answer the question. And some of us are telling too much. See, the thing about being transparent is you have to know when and how to be transparent. See, I'm having this conversation with you today about money magnet messaging because some of us don't have a protocol or a system or a structure that we use by which we answer a question in front of a key decision maker. A key decision maker is someone who's getting ready to spend money with you, major money, right? Or give you an opportunity. And so they ask you a question. If you ramble on, right? And I know we're being funny, but if you are a rambler, if you demonstrate that you can't put the dots together quickly and you're all over the place and you start talking about your family and your mom and what they did and who said what and who fired you and who, right? you are usually out of the running before you even had a chance. We're having this conversation because we want you to win, right? Whether you are a working professional or whether you are an entrepreneur, we want you to win. And people are always making judgment on everything, right? Everything is around first impression. So usually if I ask someone, so tell me about your business, you just asked for $50,000 for this work to get done, right? It's a $50,000 proposal that you just sent out. So the client is looking at it. The client wants to know why they should pay you $50,000. You better have an airtight, right, message around why you're worth that, why you're valued at $50,000 for this work. And it cannot be just about time. Oh, I gotta say this. So many of us are pricing ourselves based on the time that it takes, right? I'm going to challenge you to not necessarily price based on time, but also price based on your expertise. See, I don't care if the job takes 2 hours. If it takes me 2 hours and it takes Stanley 2 hours, right? If we can both do it in 2 hours, but I am a high-level expert and Stanley is mediocre, you shouldn't be charging just based on time alone, because if I do the job, if I fulfill this service, I'm doing it so that this thing can last for 2 years. So Stanley is doing it to stand it up for today or for it to last temporarily. If I do a job and I fix your problem and I'm doing it to last for 2 years or a lifetime so that you never spend this money again, you never have this problem again, now you're not just paying for my 2 hours, you're paying for my expertise. You're paying so that you don't have this problem again. You're paying for peace of mind. You're paying for it to be done right the first time out the gate. So it's very important when you are pricing and when you are asking for the money that you position your value in such a way that you say the right thing at the right time. Yes, it's going to cost you $50,000 because when I show up and do this, this is not about 2 hours. This is about a lifetime of peace. This is about all the money you're going to save over a 20-year point. Right? So it's really understanding how to position your value. And some of us are so married to our services when we should be married to our expertise. So I'm just going to let you know to stop going on just the hours that you'll spend alone and start looking at how you can build it better, differently, to last, right? A maintenance plan. In this price point, I'm going to come back and evaluate the performance, right, of whatever it is. You know I'm passionate about this. So don't just do this based on hours in a day. Stop trading time for money. Your time has no price point on it. Your time is invaluable. You can't get the 2 hours back, right? So you got to pay me for my expertise because I've done this 105 times. I know what to do. I know what causes this problem. When I go in, it's going to be diagnostic. I'm going to get to the root of it and I'm going to fix it to last for a lifetime. Stanley is not going to do that. $50,000, please. So that's
at the end of the day, it was simply put to me a long time ago by a great friend.
I'm trying to go up to see if there are.
There's nothing happening.
You don't know that. I swear to God. See, can I get a correction?
I didn't want nothing else to happen because you don't know.
Price is based on value. Thank you, Terry. And then Paro says, so that's where the saying, get paid not for the time but for effort, because expertise translates into effort. That's absolutely right.
The great thing about it is, I tell you, it was simply put to me years ago. A friend of mine once told me, he said, DeMario, people shouldn't get a discount because you're talented. What that means is when you actually know how to do it, and you know how to do it perfectly, you have mastered doing it in a certain time period. That other person that might want to hire you, it might take them 15 hours, 2 days, 3 days, whatever the case may be. You might have figured out how you could do it in 3 hours because you have figured it out. You're the expert at it. That's why you cannot base yourself off of time, because guess what? You're going to do it faster than the average person.
But better.
But better, yes. And so you can't properly, base off that. And your customer or your client can't say, oh, yeah, going to get with DeMario because DeMario can do this in 20 minutes.
And see, people are time bound. That's what I'm saying. People are thinking, they're thinking in terms of time. But can I interject or ask you a question? Because I really want us to change this for a minute. So let me ask you guys a question. What is more important to you? The 2 hours that the person came over and spent, right, working outside your door or putting into this, or the result? The result means that this won't happen again. There's a high likelihood that I won't have this problem again. The result is getting to the root so that we don't have the problem. So diagnostic skills, right? The result, and I'll actually use our situation. We had our air conditioner break. And if you guys are homeowners, oh my God, that is an expense. I'm thinking, oh, that's a couple hundred. No, that was a pretty penny to get it fixed. And so it reached a point where you don't even care. I don't even think it was a concern of, well, how long is it going to take you to do it? Based on that, no, it was how fast can I get cold air back in this house? What's the result? And I imagined myself laying in there with cold air blowing on my face. People pay for the result, ladies and gentlemen. They're not consumed. Don't make it time bound. And a lot of people are doing this thing where it's like, well, it's going to take me 2 hours, that price. No. You have the concept all wrong. People are paying for the end result. The feeling of the air being back on. I don't care if it takes you 30 minutes to come put the part in, connect some things, and go.
You know what I was feeling at that time?
What?
After hearing that price, I was feeling like how you would feel with the fan just blowing on you.
What?
With the fan.
Okay.
You know, just the regular old school fan. I said, after looking at that price, you was thinking about how cool the air felt. I was like, well, you know, back in the day, they really didn't have AC.
And then reality kicks in, and you realize you need some cold AC up in this heat. So, right? Because the fan, y'all know after a while a fan blows hot air.
Well, it's hotter nowadays, and houses are not built to actually have a breeze going through anymore. They don't do it that way.
I want to say real quick, good morning to Ronnie Evans, who just joined us. Ronnie, on yesterday's show, we gave you some special love. So I just have to say very quickly, what we love about Ronnie is Ronnie represents good old-fashioned people that just almost don't exist anymore. Last Friday, Ronnie saw us drinking tea on the show. Ronnie immediately texted me and said, what is your favorite tea? We shared our favorite tea, and it turns out Ronnie and his wife have a tea business. And then Ronnie went another step and said, where are you going to be in the city today? And Ronnie met with me. Ronnie delivered tea to me. And I love the tea, Ronnie, all those flavors. We had like blueberry, almond, and some great flavors. By now, our whole family has had some. So thank you so much, Ronnie, mostly for just being a good person. And what I mean is we're so busy nowadays that nobody stops. I shouldn't say nobody, but most people don't stop long enough just to do something special for someone else. So you text me and then you met me, and that meant so much to me. And Demario remembers, I was like, Ronnie's a good person. Remember, I came home and I was... Anyway, so thank you so much for just reminding me that there are still wonderful people out in this world.
Ooh,
thank you, Ronnie.
Maybe this is going to be a topic.
What?
Are you or someone you know a selfish expert?
A selfish expert?
Yes.
Explain. Hi, Sam, my brother.
Selfish expert, that you're so smart, and you I know that messed me up too. You're so smart that the fact that you are so smart that you don't want to tell anyone because you are so selfish. Wait, honey, you're about to. Okay, go ahead. This is your. I'll just tear it up. Go ahead. I don't want to take it. Go ahead. But really, you think about it, that the arrogance kicks in for some business owners. Some business owners might even be experts and great at what they do, but the arrogance and like I like to say in my terms, the showboating of arrogance sometimes turn off the people that they could possibly do business with them.
I agree so much. And you know what, baby? You are telling a little bit about what I'm getting ready to unveil next. So I'm just going to have to speak on it really, really quickly. Can I please tear this up? Just let me tear up the topic. All right, so let me talk about this really, really quick. What you just said, let me tell you what my strategic listening heard. My strategic listening tells me that there are so many people who are tied to their service as opposed to expertism. I keep saying that, but I don't know if people really knows what that means. What I mean is, so many people are married to the idea that you have to use mine. See, the word mine is my service. when you're not seeing the bigger picture. Even if you don't use my solution, I can still give you the knowledge as an expert. Let me break it down. Expertism will always carry you farther than your service. Please understand me. Y'all just don't understand how deep. So many people are not growing globally because they're so married to this cup. I want to be the one to provide this cup. Listen, there's more money in going around telling people how the cup is made, right? Breaking down the expertism of the fiberglass, right? Stop being tied to the fact that even if they don't use your cup, if you're the expert, you're still being flown from London to New York to sit on panels, okay? It's not about you having to do the fulfillment all the time. It is not about your service. It is all about your expertism. And until you change that mindset, you're going to be stuck and tied to a service. And then one day, you're going to be sick of providing the service. When you get 85, do you still want to provide the service? Or do you want to talk about it? Do you want to get paid to talk about it? Or do you want to be stuck, right, to providing the service? See, some of y'all don't hear me. I'm so passionate about this. There are a lot of businesses who come to us. And they say, well, I just want to grow. I'm not making money. People don't know about me. And it is because they are stuck on having to be the one to provide the solution. But even if you don't use us, even if you don't use us and we don't provide the solution, you're still going to pay me for my expertise. I don't care who you use, but this is what I know. See, this is the thing. What I know can never be taken from me. I might get sick and fall ill and I can't make these anymore. Y'all not feeling me. There's going to come a time where you're not going to want to be the one providing the fulfillment. I'm okay if you don't buy it from me, but what you will buy from me is my expertism. You'll fly me around. I'll sit on panels. You'll buy the books. I'll tell you how to do it. I can still get paid from the advisement. So a lot of people aren't growing because they're stuck on this notion that it has to come through me. Let me ask you guys a question. If somebody right now, all of you listening to our voice, right now, if each and every one of you got a phone call where it said Ronnie, Peter, Terry, Sam, whoever you are on this thing, Tanya, we want to pay you $350 an hour to come to Coca-Cola and sit on the panel as a consultant because you have an expertise. Coca-Cola is building out a new program. So Ronnie, Coca-Cola is launching a new line of teas. We're not going to use your tea shop, but we want your tea expertise, right? As we build out a line of teas, and we're willing to pay you for your expertise, $350 an hour. We're going to fly you out to San Francisco, sit you on the panel. Ronnie, you'll be there in no time flat. You're not going to be like, no, I'm only coming if you use my tea. No, you won't say that. You'd be silly to say that, right? Ronnie, I'm picking on you. But do you know how many people can't get past the fact that do you know how many people can't get past the fact that if they're not providing the solution, they don't want to work? And I'm telling you, you're missing your money because you're tied to your solution instead of being married to your expertism. It's very simple. Somewhere along the way, we were all tricked and told business is about you providing a service. No, business is about you providing your expertism in any shape or form that looks like. Whether you buy from me or whether I'm sitting on your panel telling you how to do it, do you really think I can compete with Coca-Cola? No. So if you want to pay me $350 an hour for my expertise, listen, Pyro, I'm just saying, I didn't want to, toot my own horn, scratch my own back, but I'm doing it. So what I'm saying is somewhere along the way, we have been tricked into thinking, right, that business is about us providing the solution every single time when it's not. It's not. Even if I don't provide the solution, if you choose not to use me, I'm still going to get paid for my advice. I'm still going to get paid for my mentorship, my coaching, my consulting, my training, my speaking to thousands of experts. Y'all better understand. Y'all don't. So I'm saying that because I can remember, and I'll close with this. Because one of, and I'll just say this, a specialty and a gift, a God-given gift that is innately mine is the ability to organize and structure complicated information. Right? I know that that's a gift that he gave me. I can structure and model anybody's stuff. It don't matter who you are. And I remember a couple of years ago, I met somebody who owns their insurance company. and she came to the table and she was looking for a way to grow. Now she has her own insurance business, which are fixed products, right? That's something you can't change the product on. So I said to her, I said, you know, you might want to consider training other insurance companies about how you guys do it at your office, because her customer service was stellar. You know what she said to me? You guys get a load of this, because this is a lot of people feel this way. She looked me dead in the eyes and said, why would I do that? I'm basically helping my competition. No, 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 no. Please understand, people might compete with what you do. No one can compete with who you are. No one can compete with who you are. And this is the thing, you can make additional money. There are a lot of insurance models and businesses that are struggling and failing. Honey, if you got the secret sauce, if you guys are winning over here, you can teach them the customer service tactics or secret sauce to running a profitable insurance company. That's not, she totally missed it, Nigel. You got it. And as long as you keep thinking small and thinking from a place of scarcity instead of abundance, you will never grow. Shaker. Sorry, honey. Go ahead. You were going to say?
I wasn't going to say anything. You can actually learn a lot about yourself by taking what's your secret sauce, the actual tool. You can actually go to what'syourSecretSauce.com right now. Find out a lot about yourself.
Yeah.
And then bring in this, you know, all the things that we were talking about, the money magnet messaging, understanding how to get paid what you're worth, and not missing
the 7 ways to get paid.
Yeah, not missing the whole, you know, just the whole gamut of things that you as a business owner or as a working professional need to know just to get ahead.
Yeah.
Because there are too many people in this world, and we got to stand out, y'all. We meet every morning to figure out how we're going to stand out.
Yep. And Paro says, I want to add, no matter where you are at in your business, you will benefit from Dawn Nicole and Demario McElwain's workshops. Amazing experience. Grateful. Oh, thank you, Paro.
Thank you, dear, my friend.
We appreciate you so much. You guys, listen, it has been an amazing, as usual, show today. We thank you guys for being part of this experience. If you want to catch episodes, we give away so much. All you got to do is go piece all of our episodes together and you can run your whole business. But you can go to GoodMorningSuccessTV.com to catch all of the reruns. We love you. We ask that you please share this with someone today who you think needs to hear it. We ask that you tag it, and we're very grateful to have you guys a part of our online community. Love you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Peter. We love you too. You guys take care, and until next time, stay on the grow with Dawn Nicole and
Demario.
Peace.
Peace.